Welcome to Late Night Parents. I'm your host, Ted Hicks. We have a weekly podcast where we sit down and talk with game changers in the sports, technology, education fields. We even do product reviews and giveaways. Why, you ask? Because we're all parents. So if you're ready for an up-close and personal look, then you can check out our podcast. New episodes are available every Thursday. Catch us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. That's Late Night Parents. The site is latenightparents.com.
Broadcasting live from the Victory Casino Cruises studio, this is Orlando's sports leader, FM 96.9, The Game, an iHeart radio station.
Looking to expand your reach and following in all platforms of media? Need a jumpstart in expanding your brand to all markets across the world? SOFO is here for you. SOFO means something for everyone, and they help expand your business through all platforms of media. Need to grow on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram? Their experienced team expands your brand and puts your business in places you would have never been before. Call SOFO at 407-607-9862 or follow SOFO LLC on Instagram and Twitter. Tickets are now on sale for the event of the year, Cigars and Cars, Saturday, November 21st. Presented by the Corona Cigar Company, iHeartMedia, and the Premier Auto Collection. At the Shrine Auditorium of Orlando, Cigars and Cars is an evening to remember with premium cigars, luxury and vintage cars, fine spirits, and samplings from some of the area's finest restaurants. Tickets are limited and available at Ticketmaster and all Corona Cigar Company locations. More info online and a link to purchase tickets at realradio.fm, keyword cigars. Brought to you by The Light Before Christmas, Patriot Home Funding, Golfsmith, and Stonewood Restaurant.
Hey fans, this is Eric Kohler, stadium voice of UCF football. We invite you to tune in to EK Sports every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. as we feature the preferred picks of the week, insured by our good friends at Preferred Benefits Consultants, where it's always fun to pick those games of the week, but never a time to gamble with your health care. Find a Preferred Benefits Consultant at OrlandoHealthExchange.com. That's the letter X, OrlandoHealthExchange.com, and start saving today.
This is a special notice to consumers who owe back taxes to the IRS. Due to the financial hardship consumers are facing during the decline in the U.S. economy, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems. In some cases, this may even result in back taxes being reduced. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. To ensure your financial stability during this decline in the economy, take down this number, 800-832-9615. That's 800-832-9615. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and can't afford to pay them back, there's no need to fear anymore. You may qualify for a program that could settle your delinquent tax problems and in some cases save you money. For your free information and to see if you qualify, call Community Tax at 800-832-9615. That's 800-832-9615. 800-832-9615.
Are you looking for your dream home? Or are you looking to move out of your current home and find the home to start the next chapter of your life? Look no further. Jim Fouquet with Century 21 Rue Realty is your go-to guy to help you with all your needs. Specializing in West Orange County, Lake County, and Ocoee, his goal is to take care of you from the beginning to the end and is not satisfied until the job is complete. Stop by 401 West Colonial Drive, Suite 7, or give him a call, 321-945-6832. Jim Fouquet with Century 21 Rue Realty.
Games on, games on!
The new FM 96.9, The Game.
The following is a paid program. The views and opinions expressed in this program are not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
Here we go, yo. One time for your mind. You know we ball all day. Yeah. Just know we talk ball all day. Welcome to the full court press. Full court press. We got Danny Thompson on the mic, so just chill with the set. Ball all day. Yeah. Just know we talk ball all day. Welcome to the full court press. Full court press. We got Danny Thompson on the mic, so just chill with the set.
It is now 9:06 p.m. on Tuesday, October 6, 2015.
This is Full Court Press Radio, sponsored by SOFOELLC on the new FM 96.9 The Game Orlando. And I'm your host, Danny Thompson, calling you tonight from the great city of Orlando. And for those who never listened to the show, and this is the first-time listeners, this is the best and fastest 2 hours you're going to find anywhere on radio with some of the best radio personalities, bloggers, beat writers, and different people talking NBA every single week. But I can't do this without, my dynamic duo, or in some cases the triangle or the three-man weave. Tonight, beside me in the studio is my main man, Paul Myers, who is the editor-in-chief of NBAFCPradio.com and one of our major columnists. Paul, what's up, man?
Yo, ready to talk some NBA. Season's about to be underway. I can't wait.
And calling from the 215 area code, otherwise known as Philadelphia, NBA Full Court Press Radio's NBA draft expert and social media manager Mark Johnson's on the line. Mark, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, I'm great, man. It's basketball is definitely picking up. NBA is about to get underway. I'm excited.
It's that time of year. Preseason's already in effect, and the only thing we're missing is callers. 407-916-8255 if you're in Orlando, or toll free 800-729-8255. So tonight's show, like everything else, we have some of the best personalities, and tonight's no different. My main man, Anthony Donahue from SNY, also ESPN Radio New York, and also the host of That Knicks blog podcast, is going to be on in the second half of the first hour talking straight New York Knicks as well, too. So if you're a Knicks fan, you got to get in, because this guy knows more about the Knicks than you ever would, and there's so much questions and stuff to talk about. So let's give a quick shout out to some of our main title sponsors, SOFOELLC, out of Orlando, the great marketing company. You'll hear from John Hamilton later on the show tonight as well, too, because he has something major going on. Jim Fouquet Realty, as well as Late Night Parents. Also, our two newest sponsors, Hoop Culture. Check those guys out at www.hoopculture.com. Great clothes, great apparel if you're looking for basketball gear, and they're also opening up a brand new shop in the Fashion Square Mall. And also our good friends at Action Parks or Orlando Water Sports Park. Go check them out. If you're looking to do wakeboarding or just a nice day on the lake, swimming and everything else, go check those out. Check those guys out as well, too. So let's get into the show tonight. Paul, Mark, the big story so far in the first couple of days of the NBA season, and Paul, we were there on Saturday. Yeah. Late first half, Hornets, Magic at the Amway. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist goes down, grabbing his shoulder, and the next thing you know, he's out for the next 6 months. We talked about the Hornets, in previous weeks, and this guy, and I was one of them that said this guy's going to be the most improved player of the year in the NBA, is now out. So, Paul, where do the Hornets go from here?
Well, you got to think they did pick up Nick Batum. So, it's not the end of the world, but, I thought MKG was going to have a really good year. You and I had the pleasure of talking to him before the game. He seemed upbeat, ready for the season, had worked on his jump shot all summer. MKG was ready to go, and I think that's a pretty big blow to the Hornets. Like I said, I think that the fact that they picked up Batum, it works in their favor now, obviously, because he can play the three. So it's not the end of the world. They can keep it going, but I think it is a big blow for sure.
Well, Mark, here's something for you now. Batum could slide to the three now. In your eyes, what would you rather do? Would you rather start Jeremy Lin at point guard and move Kemba Walker to the two, or would you keep Kemba at point guard and let Jeremy Lamb start the two guard?
I think it's more situational basketball than anything. I would say like this team definitely needs ball movement, and while I love, Kemba's creativity and one-on-one ability, my thing is, I never thought he was a true point guard. I thought he was a great talent, but I never thought he was a true point guard. Maybe Jeremy Lin, he's a bigger guard, so maybe he could play with him in the backcourt. Maybe you start off like that and then kind of see how the game goes. From an offensive standpoint, from a defensive standpoint, it's very bad. So I'm like, but I don't know what Jeremy Lamb or some of these other guys on the bench give you. So I'm not really sure, in what direction do you go in. Like I said, like y'all just said, Kid Gilchrist, losing him for a lengthy period of time is bad. It's not good. But Jeremy Lamb, Kemba Walker. Man, I'm not sure. I think I would go with Lynn and Walker and then just see how it went.
Well, Mark, you are our resident expert on evaluating talent. So we were there to watch Jeremy Lamb. He looked pretty good, I thought, in his debut with the Hornets. This is a guy that you've spoken about, Mark. Very, very, very talented. I mean, this is a guy that, we've talked about it, a lower budget T-Mac maybe, with his ability. What is going to stop him, though? I mean, we briefly spoke with him. He said that he didn't have opportunity in Oklahoma City. That was part of the problem. Do you think the minutes that he will now, are now open for him, do you think that will get him over the hump this year?
Really, I think for him, I think it really, it always needs to be a fire. Like, he really just needs to understand that. One thing that I hope is that he's able to talk to Michael Jordan. He's able to, just pick his brain about certain things, and he's willing to be locked in. If this guy gets locked in, this guy really, really can play. I mean, he has all the ability in the world. He has the size, the length, the athletic ability. Just can he be locked in to really play some basketball, to get down and dirty? Guess what? Some games you're not going to score a lot of points, but can you come up in this? Can you come up with the dive on the floor for the steals? Can you come up, with the key rebound? Can you cheer on your teammates and do things like that?
Well, let's keep in mind
a world of talent.
Let's keep in mind.
I just need him to believe in it.
Right. Lamb did play his best basketball when he was a teammate of Kemba Walker, in my opinion. Now he's got Kemba back. Danny, you can attest to this. We spoke to both Kemba and MKG in the locker room before the game. What player did they both mention?
I mean, the first words out of their mouth directly was Jeremy Lamb. They don't forget about Lamb. And we know you're watching him on the floor. It's like, he did say he didn't play very much. He was stuck behind Russell Westbrook, and the Oklahoma City system really wasn't giving him the opportunity. Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, even Enes Kanter down the stretch last season, he didn't see the floor very much. So in Charlotte, they desperately need somebody. And now, you don't want to wish harm on anybody because Gilchrist is such a good guy. He's a very, very solid defender, a very, very solid basketball player. But it's open opportunity season. I think I don't know who has a better opportunity now between Jeremy Lamb in Charlotte or Trey Burke in Utah.
Right.
Dante Exum's gone with the ACL for the year. And Trey Burke has just been given the starting point guard job again. And, Raul Neto and Cotton.
Yeah.
Neto Cotton don't really have much experience, so Burke is that guy. In Charlotte, I mean, let's be honest, P.J. Harrison hasn't done much.
Oh.
I don't know if P.J. Harrison will ever get it together. You have Jeremy Lin, and they have a lot of options there. So I want to see Jeremy do well, but like I said, he's got to be the guy to step into the place. But speaking of guys stepping into the place, Kobe Bryant is finally back on the floor. Didn't play very many minutes in the first game against, the Utah Jazz the other night on, I think it was Saturday. But, Mark, the Lakers did lose by 19 points. But let's be honest. How much are you playing Kobe Bryant real quickly, this in the early part of preseason? Should we take in the big stock? Because he did play 12 minutes. Will you keep him around 12 minutes?
I'm not going to play him that much. I'll play him 10 to 12 minutes, and that's it. That's all he's going to play in the preseason for me. I need him in a regular season, so 10 to 12 minutes for me.
Yeah, for me, I just want him to get warm. Get some jumpers under your belt, get a little game speed going. It's been quite a while since he's been in a game, an NBA speed game. Let him break a sweat, let him get some shots up. I mean, Kobe's going to get shots up, let's be honest. That would be my main objective for him. I don't even know that I would have an amount of minutes in mind. It'd be more so a feel. Okay, Kobe's got a little feel out there. Let's go ahead and sit him down.
Kobe's got to play limited minutes. But the good news is that with Kobe playing limited minutes, they get a chance to let Jordan Clarkson and D'Angelo Russell really take advantage of being in that backcourt. So I do agree with the less minutes, but, if Kobe's out there feeling it early, you got to let the man go. I mean, like I said, he played 12 minutes, took 5 shots. He scored 5 points, a couple fouls. it's not really much to say, but let's be honest. It's